Suddenly, a sharp corner goes out of the man's body. And here's what's even worse. The sharp horns actually penetrated him abruptly. People think he's dead. The sharp corners of the fruit actually melted. The dragon he popped out. It's like a package that a man wants to buy. Accompanying an explosion, a talented man turned out to be the king of the underworld, Boshin. There are not many ruthless people in Potoi. He directly took out the bayonet and stabbed at Shika. A streak of blood came out in an instant. However, the blood that was spilled turned out to be his own, because Sega was pierced in the abdomen. If you don't have time for blood, accompanied by a wave, the Sega that was already suffering fell to the ground in an instant. This is what the wave was designed to do. But think of the heavy. Sega stands tall again. He doesn't understand. Why is Sega trying so hard? But since he wants to, then you will fulfill it yourself. There's a whole series of spikes imprisoned towards Sega. Go on. Sega won't be around for long. Sure enough, Sega was soon beaten 100 meters away again. But what was unexpected to him was this. And the Sega is standing. No? Sega Portrait Manager. You can't beat the sweat on your back. The Tao is that he is weak. No way. No way. In a fit of rage, Bosun directly pulled his arm. Then he took out a 40-meter knife. But Sega doesn't care. Here we go again. Baldwin, a knife chop? Shout. Sega's car was shipped by 1 point and 2 points. God is dumbfounded. You must know that the weapons of the aristocratic family are in. The gods are also sharp existences. He was actually beaten back to his original shape by a knife from Bozan. It doesn't take any breathing time from the family. Bosun dance again. And the six-way stick of the aristocratic family took 2.5 seconds. It was broken all over the place in order to believe in the power of the gods. The top 3. The aristocratic family is the law of those who have been defeated in the capital. Except, and then stab him in the face. The aristocratic family suddenly gave off a beautiful smile. Children are beaten up as fools. Otherwise, the original product will fall in the family. He should know that. Someone is calling themselves, so he instinctively reaches out and grabs, if he actually caught the talisman of the talisman. Ah! 3, you are your dog. So here's the scene. And out came the water of Herod. Because he knows the misfortune of the government only by encountering the highest enlightenment in the Buddhist world, compassion. It breeds new weapons. And he is the Daiwan sacrifice sword. Sega, that can't be beaten to death. It has been shipped to Portland with some broken defenses. With the blessing of new weapons. Sega can also make the waves hard on the front. And this is a moment where everybody's rooting for Sega. The cry of hope for those who carry it. The most powerful, heading towards Sega like a river. The power of the desolate also makes Sega more and more brave. The situation is also reversed at this moment. The wave was bloodied by Sega. But the heart of Sasaki. How popular is Sega? He won't be around for long. Sure enough, Sega wants to attack. I feel a pain in my abdomen. Wave. Instantly, 1-to-1 Z beads. However, not only was it overtaken by Sega, backhand, slap his chest. That blood is like don't wow. Bo is dumbfounded. Impossible. Impossible. 100 years old. Can someone do their best? Incredible wave attack again. However, the times are more expensive. He could hardly hit Sega with his saber. The Valkyrie just understood. Sega is already available. Ah, yeah, look through the waves. Because of the waves' self-doubt, there were waves in his soul, so that his dark powers could no longer cover his soul. So the wave is doing one trick at a time. It's all in Sega's judgment. The bottom of the frustrated wave can't be broken. Deep beads that are doing their best again. Accompanying a burner. Sega was actually split in half. But just as he was triumphant, suddenly, it was only the shadow of Sega that hit. The real Sega has quietly arrived at him. Wait for him to leave. It's too late. Sega's Day 1 sacrifice knife is like a clear skybolt. It's broken and empty, and it's worn on him. That's where the birds are. Pazin, who was lying on the ground, suddenly woke up again. Hung. However, the investigation is the end of the crossbow. So far, the 6th generation is represented by the aristocratic family. The score of 3-3 was also missed. The hope of the gods. And the next one, people have been sent out through the ages. 1 Emperor Qinshi Wang Ying Zengdeng. Kim Sishiki. Soros Vachimiki. Roar.